Go first.
You go first then.
This is an amazing story. I want to talk to these people on BBC Breakfast. It's about a dog, OK? It's a tiny little dog who disappeared. Crumpet, here's Crumpet, who disappeared 10 years ago.
What?
OK, yes. She was apparently Sarah Covell was devastated when 3-month-old Jack Russell, called Crumpet, went missing in Dorset in October 2010, right? They did a massive search. Here you can see them pictured with their missing photographs. A £300 reward, but they never found her, OK? Her daughter, was Tallulah, was 8 at the time. But this month, a vet rang, I'm so excited by this, to say that Crumpet had been found on a golf course a few miles from home.
10 years on?
10 years later.
Well.
And presumably she must have had a chip, so that's why they knew where she was. Anyway, apparently when they said, obviously, as soon as we saw her when she came out to us, she was wiggling around and wagging her tail.
That's a,
so recognise
beautiful
them.
Story. 10 years, that's probably the most of the dog's life. They've been away, but that's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, and so say she's had quite a lot of... Apparently, she looks like she's had puppies and she needs quite a lot of medical attention. I'd love that story. Well, I mean, I hate that they've had her missing for 10 years, but
you've
to
got
get her
our
back...
Louise. You can get them on BBC Breakfast. I've got 2 hair-related stories, OK? I remember we had Maggie Keenan on yesterday, Margaret Keenan, first person in the world to get the COVID jab. She was 91. There's another Margaret who's 91. Here she is, and she is still running a hairdressers in, I think it's in Chorley in Lancashire. And she's 91 years old, as I mentioned, and she's been doing it for 65
Absolutely
years.
Brilliant.
She trained as a nurse. She opened up this barber shop, well, not barber shop, the hairdressers, back in the 1950s, I think, 1956. She's only had one day off, not in the salon, and that was in 1958 when her son Adrian was born.
No.
So, good old Margaret is 91, and this is the other hairdressing-related story. Lots of young men are going into the hairdressers asking for a Foden, apparently. I've covered his hair over there, I should unveil that. The Phil Foden, which was inspired, most people think, by Paul Gascoigne in Euro 96 down there. So blonde dye with a straight fringe, and Phil Foden has said, I mean, it might not happen, obviously, if England do win the Euros, then the whole England squad say they will have...
Well, they're going to have it.
Likelihood of that, we don't know. But
let's see.